Back in 1903, Henry Ford knew that his friend Thomas Edison was experimenting with battery technology for vehicles. But it wasn't until 1914 that Ford began to openly work on an inexpensive electric car. According to news reports, the goal was to sell the so-called Edison Ford for just $500, only slightly more than a Model T a day. "Within a year, I hope we will start producing an electric car," Mr. Ford told the New York Times in January 1914. Until now, the challenge has been to build a lightweight battery that would work long distances without recharging. Fred Allison, an electrical engineer, with an experimental Ford electric car. About 1914. The batteries under the seat on the first pair of electric prototypes were capable of driving somewhere between 50 and 100 miles on a single charge. It was rumored that Ford was also setting up a factory in Detroit to produce the first Ford EV for presentation in 1915. In this era, electric cars were especially attractive to women. Unlike gas-powered cars, which started with a manual crank, battery-powered cars didn't require a lot of muscle to operate. Electric cars were reliable, and they didn't produce foul-smelling emissions. Henry Ford's wife Clara, who drove the 80-mile Detroit Electric 1914, was one of the first proponents of electric vehicles. By May 1914, Mr. Ford said, "This is coming." And he heralded a revolution in EV work. The electric car will be the family car of the future. Historians aren't sure why Ford never delivered on its promise for the Edison Ford car. Some say he was dragged away on other projects. But others believe that the culprit was an electric self-starter. When internal combustion vehicles began replacing manual cranks with electric starters, electric cars were deprived of a key selling point: ease of use. So, despite Clara's support and an investment of about $1.5 million in his electric car project, Ford has postponed its plans to create a new, affordable electric car.